Testing. Let's go. Let's go. Stings. I haven't done this zone much.
I am honored.
Looks like Darkshore needs to be done.
Can I help you? Be seeing you. I have the finest wares in the land. See you soon.
Oops. I do have the Elder Scrolls Online soundtrack. I have Morrowind soundtrack, Oblivion soundtrack, and Skyrim. I don't have the Elder Scrolls Online. So no, I guess I don't have that one. I listened to some of the music by the Elder Scrolls Online, and it's not bad. It's not my favorite, but it's not bad. I might purchase it at some point. Let's see. Let's see if it's on Amazon. Yeah, it is. It is $9 to buy the full soundtrack, which I think is a really good deal because you have 47 tracks. So I'll probably buy it. Yeah, I'll go ahead and buy it. Just not today because I actually someone tried to use my debit card, my debit card for an online transaction. I wonder if I can. Here, hold on a second. Well, I'll do it later. But someone tried to use my debit card to buy something. I had to cancel my debit card, and I'm waiting for the new one to show up. And I used to use that to buy stuff on Amazon. But I could probably set up my PayPal account or something else if I wanted to. But I'll probably buy the Elder Scrolls Online soundtrack within a few days. The problem is, for whatever reason, I was able to use the Skyrim soundtrack, buy it, download it, and just play it in the background as music, and it doesn't demonetize my videos. But when I did the same thing with a few other, well, most specifically, I think it was when I grabbed the Oblivion soundtrack, you know, the theme song that you guys probably know really well. It's pretty much the most recognizable song for any Elder Scrolls game. That particular one was demonetizing my videos. Anyway, let me continue on with the questing here. I was feeling the hunter today, so we're gonna play the hunter, and yeah. I'm a huge fan of range classes in MMOs, going all the way back to really to Ion. Like when I played Ion, I really played the ranger a lot, and I really liked it. And I'm hoping that some of the games that like Ascent Infinite Realm, which has been renamed Elion, I'm hoping that when they do their rework of the combat system, which they're working on right now, I'm hoping that they do a good job with the range. I'm just not sure how it's going to work out just yet, but we'll find out. So, all right, we've got our pet. Save my ass, please, buddy. And his name is Save My Ass, Please. And we are going to try to do some questing. I don't. Where's Hopper? I don't have Hopper yet because I haven't been to Westfall yet. I haven't been to the. You know, I shouldn't have took that guy. Oh no, he was taking another one. Good. I felt like I was stealing his guy, his kind of thing there, his mob. But I haven't gotten to the human area yet, so I haven't had a chance to grab Hopper yet. So we will as soon as we get to the human area. But we're gonna go ahead and do. I did something I don't normally do. I actually leveled up all the way to 14. It looks like still within the Night Elf area, which is really high level for me. Normally I only get up to around level 12, and then I go to the human area. But since I'm all the way level 14, this is definitely high enough of a level to go ahead and do Darkshore. So here we'll just go ahead, especially when you're a hunter. When you're a hunter, you might as well add at least 2 levels. Like in certain zones, when I go in them to level, I want to be a certain level. Like when I go into Westfall, I would like to be like level 14. But when you're a hunter, you could be like level 12 because you can pretty much add +2 to your level because you're a hunter. It's just so much easier as a hunter to take down mobs and stuff because of your pet. Same thing with Darkshore. Like Darkshore, I like to do Darkshore when I'm like level 14, pretty much. Well, really, when I'm like level, I don't know. Like you could do Darkshore at level 12 too. Level 12 is pretty good. But do Darkshore like level 12, 13, then you get to like maybe 16, and I like to do Westfall. So I actually misspoke. I like to do Westfall around 16. But like I said, as a hunter, I could easily do Westfall at 14. I could even do Westfall at 12 if I wanted, but I wouldn't recommend that. Yeah, we haven't gotten Hopper yet. We will, though. I typically have, I almost always have a pet named Hopper, which is always my kind of my go-to pet, my favorite. And then I usually have a kitty named Save My Ass Please. Those are my two most commonly used names. And I'm really excited for Burning Crusade because we'll be able to add an additional pet slot, I'm pretty sure. I think in Classic we get only 2. You can only have 2 pets at once, I think. If that's correct. I'll have to go look at the guy here in a second. I think you can only have... No, you can stable 2, so I guess you can have 3. But then in Burning Crusade, I think it goes up to at least 4, maybe even 5. And then, of course, later on it gets to where you can have, I don't know, up to more. I'm not sure how much it is in the current retail version of the game. Oh, somehow this guy managed to get his other one on me, huh? Inventory's full already. Wow. Inventory is already. I need some more meat soon. Going to need some meats. My pet needs to eat. Gonna need some meat. Dude, Ken, if you need another alt. Well, I've created all the characters. I've created all the characters that I typically like to play. I'd say the only one I haven't created is the rogue. The only classes I pretty much play are, hunter, rogue, druid, priest, paladin. So, but the hunter, I have a special place in my heart for the hunter, because the hunter and the priest were really my kind of dual mains in the original game. When the game originally came out, I played the hunter and the priest pretty much about the same amount of time. I was very much a double main, but I definitely have a special place in my heart for the hunter. I love the hunter. It's one of my favorite classes. So I'm excited that in World of Warcraft they have that survival spec in the retail game. So when the Shadowlands comes out, it'll be interesting to see what kind of hunter changes there are. I haven't really been paying attention to the Shadowlands, but it'll be interesting to see. But I definitely will be playing my hunter and my paladin, and so we'll see how it goes. Did I get any meat? Yeah, I got some. I want to kill some bears here and stock up on a little food for my pet, because he's gonna need it. Let him finish eating his meal. Save my ass, please. Can't save my ass if he's hungry, so. Alright, his meal should be done. There it goes. Yeah, I love hunters. I wish, I wish that they had a little bit more, hit scam or skill type aiming for hunters. Even if they just did it like Skyrim. Skyrim's, bow shooting was actually quite enjoyable. Okay, so I think we pretty much are good. We'll kill a few more bears and we gotta go back into town. You don't have a battle yet? I guess I do, because I want a skin. Light armor kit. I guess my skinning is maxed. Yeah. Skinning all these mobs and my skinning is maxed. It's okay. We'll have to level our skinning at Stormwind probably. Unless I want to run back to the skinning trainer. Back in the Dolinar area outside of Darn. Actually, it's outside of Darnus and Darnassus. It's not that far. Prima Donna. The Prima Donna! The Donna of the Prima!
What brings you here, Denatlis?
Magic.
What can I do for you? Keep your feet on the ground.
Seven. Oh.
I am honored. Good luck.
I want to check my Neverwinter support ticket. Still really bummed that I wasn't able to play the Ranger in Neverwinter. It's kind of very just distressing that I couldn't play the game because of a bug, and that same bug didn't affect any other class but the Ranger. Very. Level 15 it is. Really quick. I want to check on the status of my support ticket. Who knows? After there, I'm spawning this. Loading the protectors on. Okay, so the problem we have in this game is that once I dodge, here, let's...
As you can see, the fight is not yet won. You've proven yourself quite capable. So I must ask for your help.
Once I dodge in Neverwinter on this particular...
Received a report
on this Ranger,
in the vaults beneath the Hall of Justice.
It bugs out my dash.
Seer Sabella was down there doing research. Zuna, Makos, and I must remain here to defend the Enclave. Therefore,
it's not bugging right now.
You to ensure Sabella's safety. Borrow a steed from Private Wilfred here. Time is of the essence.
Yeah, dash seems to be working. Okay, so we might do a little bit of Neverwinter. A little bit later. That was not working yesterday. I've been really wanting to play the Ranger, just a Ranger in some game. WoW's Ranger is pretty basic, you know, it's just, you know, tap targeting. And the one thing I dislike about the Hunter in WoW is, at least in Classic, is that melee with the I think you really do yourself a disservice when you create a Ranger class in an MMO and you don't take into account the melee aspect of what a Ranger could offer. You know, there's other games like Ion did a really nice job of, when I played Ion, I would open up with a ranged attack, but then I would typically jump in close to my target, like leap in, hit the target with like a melee attack, maybe a debuff or a bleed. Excuse me, and then disengage, you know, jump back and continue my ranged assault, you know. And that's something that they don't do in WoW as much. Now they do it in the current version of the Hunter, like the current Survival Hunter in retail. You do move in and out, like go in and, you know, and beat on them and then jump away. And that's why I like the current version of the Hunter, the Survival Hunter in retail WoW. I think it's actually really fun. But I think it's the way people approach the Ranger is really, in MMOs in general, is really bad. And you know, there's this variation between, you know, what is an RPG, like an action RPG, or a game like Dark Souls, or even a game like Dragon's Dogma. There's really a blending or a melding of a MMO type game like this into what an action RPG has, and regarding the combat and how combat works. And they just haven't found it. Most games have not been able to find a good balance between, you know, the only game, you know, between putting in a combat system that is more intricate and more involved, with skill specifically, so that, you know, that leveling and playing your character involves not only understanding the game and completing the objectives, but also the skillful application of what your class can do in specific scenarios. And that's something that those barriers are going to go away, because you guys just go and look at the Unreal Engine 5 tech demo. Although that doesn't have a lot to do with. But what I'm trying to say is that the computers and stuff, some of the reasons that we don't have some of these combat systems is because you're sending more information back and forth from the client to the server. You know, if you're communicating hitboxes and scan boxes like an FPS game, you know, like Counter-Strike or something, it does require, you know, good ping, does require good communication coming back, a lot more communication going back and forth between the client and server. And in MMO, there's so much going on the server itself based on updating the locations of the mobs, the damage to the mobs, and so forth and so on, that it can be one of those things they may not want to implement into an MMORPG, a more skill-oriented hit scan based hit detection and physical and colliders and stuff like that. Brandon. Well, I appreciate that, Brand. I don't know how I could be anybody's hero, but that's you know, my wife always says that I'm her hero. She says it all the time. She sings, you know, she'll be in the background. I'll be playing a game and she'll be like, "Do you know that you're my hero?" And I'm like, "Oh my God," you know. But thanks, Brandon. I appreciate that, man. I hope you're having a great Sunday, man. I appreciate that. But I think that because the advent of the better, faster internets and better computers, hardware, and technology, that it's coming. We're going to see. We've all been waiting for the next big MMO, and I do believe it's coming. Somebody out there's making one that's going to blow our socks off. That's really going to implement a lot more complexity and difficulty. And what's really missing in an MMORPG in an MMO that's going to make me really sink my teeth into it and me really love it, is really much improved AI, much improved combat. I would say even better graphics. There really aren't too many MMOs that really have good, like really, really good graphics. There's a few, but most of them look like, you know, I don't want to say wow, but a lot of the ones that have come out, like if you look at like Bless Online, but you gotta realize those games were in development for so long. Bless was in development for forever, and then when it came out, its graphics really didn't look as good. Like when they started making Bless Online, literally like probably like 9 years ago or 10 years ago, it looked amazing. The graphics were unbelievable, but by the time it actually came out, it was dated. Um, but if you look at the graphics in something like Ascent Infinite Realm, which is a newer game, Elion, they're pretty good, but they're not like anything groundbreaking. I'd pray to be a better WoW player. That's good. You can always be a better WoW player. I can always be better at WoW, that's for sure. Ooh, I do have to go to boss line. Let me clear my inventory. What else do we need? We need some Striders. Let's see if we can finish up the Strider quest. Usually a bunch of Striders over here. What else do I need over here? Let's do the Balshalaran and the Rabbit Thistlebear. Still need one more Thresher Eye. I got distracted because I was yakking. But I am going to play some Neverwinter today too, now that it looks like maybe my ranger's not bugging out on me. So that'll be kind of fun. Combat in Neverwinter is a little bit more action-based than WoW. And the graphics in Neverwinter are actually pretty nice. It actually looks pretty cool. I really like the particle effects in Neverwinter. That's something that WoW implemented in more of the later versions of the game, the retail versions of WoW, the particle effects and stuff. And actually, it's funny, is it really hurt the frame rate, Since WoW's been around for so long, they've constantly added more and more textures into the game and more systems, and they've kind of outlived their engine. They've had to modify it quite a bit. But I've said it yesterday, but I'd love to see World of Warcraft do a complete, World of Warcraft, 2. I would love to see that. And just come, basically build a new game engine for WoW and come out with WoW 2 and really implement a lot more modern features into it. I think that would be really cool. Best hunter pet for tanking? Gotta be the bear. Bear or the turtle. I would take a bear. I mean, the turtle's good, but I would go with the bear. You could go tame the rare bear outside of Ironforge. Bjorn. Oh. Yes, Strider meat 5. It's always like a small victory when you finish getting all the Strider meat because it can be pretty slow getting it actually. Yes, Morpheus. Yes, we have completed some quests. Alright, let's go hit... we're going to hit Baal Shalaran. We're still a little bit of ways from the turn-in. Yeah, let's do Baal Shalaran. And we are close enough to the Murlocs, though. Let's go ahead and knock out the Murlocs. And since we're this far, we'll do Baal Shalaran. I mean, we'll turn in for the Thresher. Then we'll do Baal Shalaran. Then we'll hit town, and then I'll probably switch over to Neverwinter. We'll see. I want to try out some Neverwinter. But we'll come back to the Hunter probably again in the next day or two. I want to go ahead and... I like the Hunter class. It's less painful when you're leveling a Hunter. Oh, I didn't turn in the Sea Turtle quest, so I can't do this one. What am I thinking? What are you thinking? Yes. You're not thinking. That's the problem. It's funny, my pet looks just like this Moonstalker. Oh, look at that. 1 for 1, Moonstalker fangs. 1 for 1. I know. Yeah, good start. The dreaded Moonstalker. Oh, 1 for 2. Let's go ahead and grab our... 1 for 3. One for 4. So Ken, I don't know if I told you, I bought another guitar. I bought a Fender Ventura Telecaster 70s Custom. Just got it back from the guitar shop this week, or just yesterday. It's a pretty sweet guitar. Alright, so how are we doing? Well, we got a little bit of bag space. I can validate these arrows. One thing I like about just filling up my bags with a bunch of arrows is I burn through the arrows, and it'll look like your bags are full, but if you keep sliding your arrows out of your bags and putting them into your quiver, you'll eventually free up some space. So all is not lost with inventory when you're a hunter. It's not as bad as it looks sometimes. We're like 1 for 5 on these Moonstalkers now. We have lots of pets. We've got a bear. We've got a great horned owl. I've got a little kitty pet. I'm like a walking army of the forest, of animals of the forest. The way I like it on a hunter. Freaking millennials, man. So I was talking to Ken, I was talking to that guy I saw at work that I always like to tease is a millennial, and I was texting him, I think yesterday. Like, what are you doing, man? He's like, I'm just scrolling through Tinder. And I just started fucking laughing, dude. I've never installed Tinder, never would want to install Tinder. Tinder is definitely a tool of the millennial. And actually, what millennials don't understand is that by using Tinder and by doing things the way they're doing them, they are becoming what they have been labeled as. I mean, not actually getting to know people and not actually like talking to people and like forging real relationships and understanding how to make friends, you know, and understand what that actually means. Because of social media, the way it is what turns them into the dreaded millennial. I'll get off my wagon. It just made me laugh. I'm like, of course you're on Tinder. Next you'll troll fucking social media and look at some memes, and then you'll watch like 10,000 movies. Then you'll wonder why you're fat and have no friends. Yes, Morpheus, what it is like to be a millennial is never a good thing. Oh, and of course my wife calls the right one. Oh, hold on a second, guys. Hello. What's up? What fun you doing?
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Alright, sorry about that. My wife was calling. She's going to be home in a few minutes, so I'll probably take a break to check in with her. Let's see, what can we get rid of here? We don't need a Murloc Eye. Actually, we do need it. I'm sure I got some Murloc Eyes on somebody. One of my characters, maybe. They're so easy to get. Get rid of it. Moderator. What was that? Tinder's full of creepy people, man. I'm telling you. I would never use Tinder. Spec, Brandon, I'm going for... I like to use survival. I straight up always go survival in Classic. And do I play RuneScape? No, I have not played RuneScape. I have a hard time with that type of isometric, that top-down graphical view. I don't really like that much. You want me to do voiceover for Disney? It would be cool if they'd let me. Wouldn't that be cool if I could do like a voiceover? You know, when I was younger, people used to... I was told by a couple of radio announcers who actually were in radio that I would have a good voice for radio. That'd be cool though if I could do Disney. Yes. Yes, we could do a Disney character. And he would be a villain. A villain. I will kill you all. I would like to do a villain. That'd be cool. We still need 2 more rings. Sneak by and grab this guy. Oh no! We fell off. But we're gonna see if we can. I don't think we can make our way back, so we're just gonna say forget that and move over to this guy. Yeah. I would like doing a villain voice.
Yes, an evil villain.
Okay, 1 more ring. And there we go. We have our level. Our 8th earring. What is this? A Grell earring. Now we can pierce our ears and wear some beautiful golden hoops of the Grell. I'm gonna sell these on the frickin' market. Get your Grell earrings here. Okay. And I'm gonna go ahead. We just have to complete 1 more quest here. And then we can head back to town. And I can take a break, hang out with the wife. Before I play a little bit of Neverwinter Ranger, hopefully. And hopefully that doesn't bug out on me again, because that was really frustrating. I think one of the things that makes World of Warcraft so good is, and I've talked about it before though, is it's probably the best tab targeting MMO because it's just so smooth. Like, the quality of it is so good. There aren't, like, you can spam keys and it actually has a buffer. So like if I tell my pet to go here and I hit the D, you know, I go ahead and hit my, let's say I cast ability that, you know, the mobs, you know, I've already got another ability that's casted. So like, let's say I'm shooting like just auto shot. And I'm in the middle of an auto shot, but I go ahead and hit Serpent Sting. Even though Serpent Sting won't be available right away because I'm still in the middle of an auto shot, it'll still fire. I mean, there's definitely caching going on, and a lot of MMOs don't handle that very well. Like when you're kind of doing spell bashing, they call it spell bashing, but it's just, you know, because you're spamming the key over and over again. But there's definitely a buffer where it retains some of the things that you're inputting, and you don't have to keep hitting the key again to trigger the actual ability. There is a chest over here. I see a chest. Let's have my pet just take... I guess we can take one. But everything... You don't see a lot of bugs. I mean, you don't have a lot of issues where you try to attack and your character doesn't attack. If your character doesn't attack, there's usually a reason. You're out of range, you're not facing the right direction. But there are other MMOs I've played where you'll hit attack keys and the character just... It's just buggy. You know, the character doesn't execute the attack. So it's weird. I did play Warcraft 3, Brandon, for about a week. And it was really fun. I actually liked Warcraft 3. That was a good game. But in general, I didn't play a lot of RTS. I really liked Heroes of Might and Magic was the one I really played that a lot. And Dune. If you've ever played Dune 2000, that was a super fun game. And if I could get a hold of that today, I'd probably still play it. Probably wouldn't be anywhere near as fun today as it, you know, but... This is Dune 2000, where you build... You gotta harvest your spice, man. You're on the world of Dune. We must get the spice! The spice must flow! And... Yeah, you've got your little guy, and you've got your troops. Light infantry, you've got your town, and here's your harvester, here's your spice harvester. But your spice harvester can be eaten by a big worm, or it can be attacked by enemies. And, yeah, it was a good game. Yeah, WoW has really good lore, and WoW definitely has really good lore, and that's one of the best things about it, I think, without a doubt. Funny how you can't loot a chest once you're in combat, but if you I was gonna say, well, what if you start looting it before you get into combat? But it didn't let me open it, so it just said I was in combat.
Vishnu Daldev, may the stars guide you.
I am listening. May the stars guide
For your journey, Sword of Hope. Alright guys, that's it for this World of Warcraft stream. Hope you guys are having a good Sunday. And we will return. We'll probably play some Neverwinter here in a bit. Do I have any until then, hope you guys have a good day, and I will see you again real soon. Bye-bye.